Why would you build an industrial project bang on the edge of the Oxley Wild Rivers National Park? Why would we risk contaminating and damaging this World Heritage listed area? During construction, there are going to be 113 kilometres of new roads built. These new roads are going to be along the ridgelines, which have been cleared of trees to make way for the turbines. Is there really going to be no erosion and no runoff? Also during construction, Vestas have said that they will be importing 500,000 tonnes of gravel and 150 megalitres of water. How do you do this without introducing weeds and pathogens, both of which are known to be really high risk for national parks? Can we be guaranteed that over 20 or 30 years of operation, there won't be any accidents or any toxic spills leading to contamination of the waterways that will be running directly back into the national park? And then there's decommissioning. Decommissioning involves the controlled fell of the turbines, which is really just knocking the turbines down. They're then dismantled and the blades are either cut up or crushed on site. Surely this is going to lead to contamination of the area. The normal wear and tear of turbine blades is called leading edge erosion. A study has shown that this leads to the shedding of 62 kilograms of blade material per turbine per year. If you extrapolate that figure across to the Winterbourne project, over 20 years, that is 147 tonnes of toxic resins and microplastics that will be going into the national park. Vestas have told us that these blades are manufactured using bisphenol A. This is the toxic product, BPA. There's going to be a significant amount of habitat loss. This habitat is the home to many creatures. It's home to koalas, the greater glider, quolls, the glossy black cockatoo, and the brush-tailed rock wallaby, all of them endangered species. We're going to lose threatened trees, and some of these are hundreds of years old. And we're going to lose critically endangered ecological communities. We need to be protecting and conserving these really important biodiversity corridors, not destroying them. The Winterbourne area has a really high number of wedge-tailed eagles. The EIS says that the concentration of wedge-tailed eagles in the project area, it's 1.5 times higher than any wind farm. In the gorge country, these eagles and other raptors use the updrafts from the gullies. So the placement of the turbines along the ridgelines are just a death trap for these birds. We know that the losses for birds and bats is going to be significant. Yet in the EIS, there are 2 mitigation measures. One is to clean up the birds that are killed under the turbines. And the second is to develop a bird and bat adaptive plan. I'm not sure how either of these are going to stop bird and bat losses. The EIS outlines the biodiversity credits that Vestas is going to have to buy to offset the environmental damage of the project. It comes to a total of over $64 million. I find it strange that people are labelled as NIMBYs because they want to protect their backyard. We need to protect our backyard, our national park and its flora and fauna. They're not things that can be replaced. They're not things that can be bought with biodiversity credits. If we lose them now, they're gone forever. If you have concerns about any part of this project, please make sure you put your submission in. Make sure our community's voice is heard.